Hey, Shar, how are you?
I'm doing good. How about you?
I'm doing good too. I'm doing good too.
Are you are you going anywhere for Thanksgiving, or you got people coming to your house, or
Yeah, just kids coming over here, and that's about it.
okay.
No big deal.
Does does Becky cook?
Yeah, we're gonna. Well, we are gonna have a turkey and a little ham.
Yeah.
So we.
Hope everybody pitches in a little though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'll go watch the game, and they can do whatever they want. All right.
Is okay.
Hi,
Hey, how doing, Kathleen?
pretty good.
Yeah, I just gotta set this one thing up, and we're ready to take
Ready?
off here.
What are you doing?
Go.
Hi, Jack.
There's Jack.
Let's flirt with Jack.
Say hi to everybody.
Oh, hi, James. How you
Somebody,
doing, Jack?
was that Linda? I don't.
Lisa.
Lisa.
Yeah.
Lisa flirts with everybody. You know,
I have to watch you, Lisa.
better watch her. Well, last week, I painted for two people, and it ended up being one person at the end. We painted this guy. Uh, in fact, we had it all pretty much done by the end of class, so quick. I didn't get all those questions and everything. No, this is just a 12 by 16, so it's pretty easy to block in something like this in this fast. But you guys, there's a few. You guys jumped in here and did a great job. Kathleen jumped
You know what,
in.
though? I should have used our regular panel because I could not get it sucked. This watercolor board I used just sucked in all the darks.
Ah,
And then I couldn't get anything bright or scrape it, which was stupid of me to use it.
that's
But
what I'm just going to show you. I was going to show you how I put in here. I went in with my knife and put in the darks and the lights in with my knife, and I really kind of helped it out, sculpting it up a little bit with the knife. So I was saying,
I did use a knife on mine though, and it just I don't know.
well, that's okay as long as it's the panel itself the problem,
Yeah,
right? We want that to be the problem, not us.
that's right.
That's the good thing.
But you
Uh,
think if it dries and then I just go over some of it, that would,
yeah, it's I would say that I would say definitely you could do that. I think it'll be fine. Uh, that way, the oil will probably create a barrier that you can put it on top of easier and it won't soak in
yeah,
more.
that's what I was hoping, but I'll never use that again.
Yeah, you gotta try things. You never know. You do it, and get a big
Yeah,
hit out of it. You're on your way.
yeah.
That's all it takes is one hit. One hit. That's all we want. One hit
We're waiting for
wonder.
our hit.
Yeah, well, it's coming. Um, and if I can help, I'll be happy to
Oh,
help.
you always do.
All right. So we are moving on. That was that was supposed last week's was kind of a supposed to be kind of a little bit of a hard one, and now this one got Thanksgiving in a few days. So I figured we'd probably do an easier one so you don't have to labor over it too much between now and Thanksgiving and next week because you're going to be missing some days. Uh, so we're just going to do a nice little winter kind of landscape here. Uh, I'm sorry, my photos printer didn't do this justice at all. It turned it kind of green and things. So I'll be using my monitor for most of it. But it has a nice feel to it. It has a nice design to it, and I think we could have some fun with it. Ooh. Oh, I like that. Wow, that's impressive. Oh yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna pull it up and we'll go through it. Unless everybody decides you're gonna quit on me and just leave me again. That's okay. I can handle that. I can do it. I can do it.
Gonna put a polar bear out there on that ice?
Yeah, there we go. Or wolf. A wolf would be good on this one too, you know.
I thought maybe we were going to do a turkey.
Oh, God. I've
Just
looked,
joking.
That's
turkeys
a good
are
idea.
I know. Well, turkeys are so hard. They're we did the herring, and turkeys' feathers are more complicated than that. And I just didn't want to deal with it. And they're not great looking. And the market for them, for turkeys,
Not good.
yeah, I don't end up hanging on to it, So I just figured I'd go somewhere else. And this is a landscape. This is a nice little winter landscape. I just liked it. I just thought the color and the lighting was nice. I really, going across the water like that, nice, simple little clean things. I can see it taking longer than it should. But I would say the first thing I would say is yes, we're going to attack the water first and probably try to get a lot of the, that stuff in here. Oh, where's my marker? Come on. Yeah, I want to get, dig into the water here. I'm not going to worry. I'll get that stuff at the end because it's so much higher key. But I'm probably going to get all the darks, definitely all the darks first. But, the big thing when I'm starting to, after I, get the structure in, yeah, we're going to be digging into the water and trying to get the ice in there too and feel like some of the ice is like underwater. That's always great to be able to do. Get a little feel of sunkenness there, and then a few of the pieces of the ice on top. And all that is a change of edge. Slightly when I put this guy in, I put him in without an edge. I kind of soften him up, and I'll stroke him in two or three times into this color that's going to be down there first, and he'll just drop down. We can keep sinking him almost all the way down as far as you need to go. And then these guys, really, it's just the cleanliness of the stroke and coming back in and just giving that one edge, just a slight line. And that, that's why I like to put in with my knife, because I can just drop those guys in easily. So there's gonna be a lot of knife work, especially with when we get back into this stuff, the taller grasses and the light over here. Should be interesting. So it's just a nice, pleasant, kind of quiet scene. Okay. Let's see what you got. The black and white version, our gray tones. Yeah, you can see we don't go too dark. I mean, we're really staying right in the middle here. I would say 8s, down here about in this area, we probably go to 8s, maybe a little bit here, up there. I mean, but that's, little pine trees there. But most of it, you're going to find that at these higher keys, probably almost up to, this light on this, on the end of the water definitely could be 2s, but everything else is pretty much 3 to 7s. You can tell the water really close to a 7, 8-ish right there, there, and probably over here too. Kind of, so a little dark, and then we do have a lot of little scrapes and stuff going in here. Always kind of fun to, put in the grasses like they are. And it's one of the things when you put them in is to think about them sewing this whole thing together. These tall things and stuff, being able to reach up and, cross over and create a layer in themselves, push back things, and also reach up and tell you to keep looking up here. Hopefully there'll be something back there. Maybe we'll have a wolf right here on the edge. Oh, right there. See? Right there. We're going to put a little wolf or something, I think. Yeah, 2 eyes. Just 2 eyes. 2 eyes. That's it. Oh, look at them. We'll just do a bunch of eyes kind of looking out at us. Sorry. Get carried away quickly. But yeah, the colors in it are pretty nice. They've got a lot of sky reflective colors coming down. And as you can tell, and even on this one, that the reflections, even though that sky's so light, it's reflecting down a couple degrees darker than it is up there. So always remember that. Reflections, because we do have some over here. And, well, those are the big ones. Everything else is really kind of minor. I don't even pay attention to it too much. Okay, and then we use scratches, probably for all the tree limbs and things in here coming through. I think we can probably try to get them with just a little bit of scratch of paint instead of, but if nothing else, if it doesn't work out, you got it scratched away and you can just put paint over it. You got a place to put clean paint. Same over here. These little guys too coming in. Definitely going to be putting them in with a knife. One of the things you want to do though is you don't want to put them in too straight of an edge with your knife. You want to at least try to bend it a little bit. Give it a little twist when you pull it in. That way it just does go in a little more natural, and you don't get too many makes it stiff if you just go too straight here. You want just a little softer angles here to give the wispiness of the grasses. If you can catch that, just a few of them too. Sometimes it's just a few of them that will loosen it up too. That's the thing, is just making sure that the when you do it with a knife that you don't get too repetitive with your stroke. Okay. That is it. That's all I had to say. Very simple. There we go. Colors, beautiful little colors in here. A lot of times that's what draws me in, is just the color and the lighting, how the light moves through the painting and drags me around, and little design-wise things that are, like these grasses kind of being bent off here at the beginning, reaching you up into this. They really reach you up higher, but then you have this, and then you have this coming back and forth, zooming you around the painting. Just keeping the eye moving. Don't let it sit. Don't let it sit too long, because it'll leave very quickly. All right. That's it. That's it now. All right. Any questions?
Nope.
No questions. Okay. Then you guys are in trouble. We're going to have to go over and to the palette and create wonderful colors from this thing. Boy, this thing's awesome. I forgot to lift that one up. Get it up here. All right. We're going to be using more brushes here. Be using our regular palette of titanium white, cad yellow light, cad red, cad red light, cad orange, ochres, yellow ochre. This is pale ochre, but I do have some regular, it's all dried up. So I have just pale ochre right in here. As you can see, I probably have left over from another painting. This is light oxide red. This could also be Venetian or Terra Rosa. Just kind of a nice warm red, not too dark. But then we do have alizarin over here, permanent alizarin. Then we got blue. This is our cobalt blue hue. Sorry, I'm just pulling off some dead paint that I should have pulled off ahead of this. Ugh. Boy, that's sticky there too, so that's might have to put out some new paint for there. That blue's kind of on. Phthalo green on the blue side. And then this is transparent oxide red, or this could be burnt sienna. This is going to be really nice for the yellow trees. This color would come in when I mix it up with some yellow. It should come up to a really pretty color. And that's what it's all about, is pretty colors. Do you have some big ass brush? My big brush. Another synthetics. These are synthetics. And then I have my bristles. Gonna need them both. A lot of bristle work probably on the grasses and things like that. And probably, you could definitely do a lot of it in bristle work, and then come back and just clean up edges with synthetics, like in the ice and sky, that kind of thing. Definitely. Okay. Leave my big brush out. Everybody else gets put away. All right. Make sure the oil's off here. All right. Oh, colors, colors, colors. Wow. Should we do? I look at this blue here down here in right behind these grasses. I really like those. And that just happens to be really a green, of course. So that's what we're going to start with. Phthalo green and alizarin. Sorry, guys. And we'll see where it goes. If it goes on the blue side or ends up being on the blue side by it means purple side or the green side ish. It's kind of in between. Oh, that didn't. What did I grab? I think I grabbed the alizarin. I used up all my alizarin on that. Wow. Gonna have to grab some more alizarin. Thought for sure that would change it. Did change it. I just think I was supposed to be alizarin over here. Now I got a big old pile of something that I'm not going to be using. And if you're Rembrandt like I am, it's not really alizarin, it's rose madder deep. I'm going to leave that one there. I'm going to go with this one. I think I have a better chance of turning this purple than turning that one. There we go. See, I did. Turn it purple. Leave that one green. I have no idea how much I'm not going to use that much of that probably. Oh well. Okay, next color. I'm going to put out transparent oxide first. 2 pieces of transparent oxide. I'm looking at the darks. I'm not really looking at the light yet. I'm going to be doing some bright yellows and transparent oxide down here at the bottom. Down here later for everything. Right now, I'm looking at the darks in here. I'm going to go with blue. Add blue into them. So this will be on the blue side. So it comes kind of a gray, green-ish. And then on this side, I'll keep it a little bit more. It's going to be a little more brown. Keep that one there. Okay. I need some kind of other rich, kind of reddish tones and stuff in here, kind of warmer ones. I'm gonna go with green, phthalo green, and cad red light. I'm just gonna put out a little piece of cad phthalo green, and then I'm gonna bring out the cad red into them. Yeah, I might have to darken in a little bit more than that. That one's a little too red. I have a pretty good cad red light, and it just overpowered the phthalo green there. The amount, at least the amount I put out. I just didn't put out a lot. This is what I wanted to be, kind of an earthy kind of a color in here. This will be, yeah, this is in there. Just a little greener. I'm gonna just greeny up this one a little bit more too. Oh, 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 no, stop. Right there, don't go any farther. I told you don't go any farther. Okay, I'll leave it right there. Okay. And then, we're gonna need some blues and stuff like that. So I'm gonna put out blue for the snow. So some blue, more blues. And then I'm gonna put a little phthalo green into this color. Just a little bit into this one. So it stays on the blue side, but it has just a little bit of phthalo in it. And of course, the next one, we go on the phthalo side. And it might not take too much to change this one over. I kind of like that one. Because that one I put out a little bit more blue. So I'm going to take and make that one a touch more green. Easier to do that. Hate to do that. There we go. Okay, so I think I can get the sky and some other snow colors out of that. Other colors, like I said down in here, these are some of the transparent oxide, and right now, and I was going to add yellow to it, half and half. This is half and half yellow. Comes that kind of gold. Really close to what we need. Might have gone, if it goes back, just stays on the red side a little bit more. I can use it, and I'm gonna take this color I have here, piece of it, and bring it over here and just add yellow, more yellow to it. Probably equal in parts. Just where I have the highlights. And, I probably don't really see this. Yeah, I see it in there a little bit. Might be just a touch too. Just leave it alone. We're going to stay right there. Let it come. Leave it there. Leave it bright. It'll darken down. I just got to tell myself it's going to darken down. It's going to darken down. Leave it alone. Okay. Okay, the last little thing, I just need a few blue grays, more blue purples and stuff. Sunny day usually means cool shadows. So, being cool shadows, we need to be using cool reds. So basically, I'm gonna use a cool red here, alizarin, and this. Just a little bit of blue. Alizarin will go a long ways against this blue. That won't see, that just turned purple on me, which is okay. And then I'll leave this one go more straight blue. And I'm going to take pieces from these guys up here, the phthalo green and alizarans, and bring those guys down, the little pieces, because those guys are going to end up, when I light them up, should be able to get me into well, the water, should be able to get me into all the snow colors. Close to it. All right. So that's our palette pretty much. So let's split these piles again. Like I said, there's not a whole tons of darks in this one. It's more of a mid-tone painting. So you don't have to leave too much big piles at top. The structure isn't that big a deal. I mean, not huge either. I think I got some nice natural colors for it. I don't know how much I'll be using those guys. And these guys are pretty good too. These guys probably are gonna be pretty good there, but should get my lights out of them. And then these guys are just gonna go. I'm just gonna leave these guys right here because I already have them up there. Well, I don't have these guys, but that's okay. I don't think I'll need them dark. These guys are all gonna get a lot of white in them. So value wise, like a 7. Number 7 would be a good one to go for, is number 7 value of a gray. So white added on, it's about quarter to about 3/4 will get you pretty close. Sometimes didn't do anything. Like that, it's gonna be almost a 9. So another quarter. White to get me to a little bit more. No, I'm gonna just a little bit more. I had such a big pile. Anyway, so we're gonna go there. We're gonna take them all. Yeah, that's almost nails it pretty good too. So I'm gonna take them all right there. Add enough white to each one to make it. There we go. Yeah, this is just a little dark. That's not too bad. Mm, mm, mm. Don't need that much. Now this is transparent oxide with blue. So I'm getting these kind of nice natural kind of colors. Definitely starts to hit the bottom reeds and things. The green side, this should be the green side, which will help. Well, I mean green side, I mean blue side, but it's gonna feel a little green. I thought it would feel a little more green than this. I'm gonna take it too much farther in this either. No, it's too much farther. All right, too much farther. Okay. All right. Then we're going to phthalo green and cad red. This is good. Always reds and greens going against each other. Always going to make some nice colors. Like, yeah, this is all over that at the bottom again too, where I thought it would go. I think lightened up. I mean, ooh, there you go. That's what I wanted. Yeah. Beauty. You got some nice natural colors there. Earth tones. Blues. I just did this color because of the sky. Way too much for any real spot in the painting at this point. I add enough white to this, and it's going to be that little spot in the sky. I'm gonna lighten this phthalo green and blue up a little bit more because there's really not any places for it at that level. Wow, this comes really close to well, it doesn't look like it, but it comes really close to this color down here. At least on my screen. Maybe a little bit more blue, it says. So we'll go to the blue side. Let me see what that looks like. Value, when I get the right value, it's a little dark. Just a little dark and too cool. So maybe I'll go back farther, or this could go in the water. Definitely falls in the water, starts to fall in the water and falls in the back space. This one's really close though. Just using a touch of the blue that was on my knife from, I'm just putting that in there because I think, now it's too cool. Oh well. I'm gonna add light to these guys. I don't know if it's gonna go very much do anything. It gives me some yeah, this works in here and still on some of the tops of those reeds right there. Oh. Yellow, white. This will also again get farther back. It's going to be some of these rushes at the bottom and maybe some trees. It might take that just a little higher because it's so close to that one. So I'm going to lighten it up a little bit more. Okay. All right. The last few colors are just basically some other extra snow colors. Maybe I figure you might need them. So this is purple. This is alizarin and blue. I am going to take it to a value probably around 3. I think it's going to be 3-ish. Yeah. Well, I could get, if I just get it to 4, it'd be fine too. Right now, was that about 6 right off the bat? Yeah, that's good. I'll do it. This worked. This will work. This is 4. So I'll take the rest of these to 4 too. This is the blue side. Oh boy. That's pink really came through on it. Alizarin came through on it a little bit more than I thought, so I'm going to bring it back in some more blue into this. It's got a little, it's already on the cool side, and alizarin didn't help it grade it out. It goes better now. It goes better. All right. That is not 4 though, is it? Okay, let's bring a little more white. We're gonna leave it there. And this is phthalo green and alizarin. That has supposed to be phthalo green and alizarin, but for some reason looks a little too gray. Yeah, gonna need just a little bit more white. I'm gonna take part of this because I need to get this up again till right around a 3-ish. tone. Right about there. Might be 4, 5. But this will start to work in there. So yeah, I can start to see I can get it in there. The 6th, take this green up. There we go. Yeah. Okay. This is the ice. This color, the phthalo green, really comes through and becomes the ice underwater here, a lot of places. So I'm going to work with that a little bit more because there's a couple little places of it. Make a couple little variations in value and color. So I'm going to put a little more phthalo into this color because I want to really push the blue coming out of it. There we go. That wasn't too hard. There'll be some of these colors in there coming through. Yeah. Yep. This might even be really close to what I need for the snow. So this one's going to be just a little, well, it's going to be feels too rich. So I'm thinking maybe it might even be a combination of these phthalo green and blues and this one together. No, not that. All right, leave that. Just going to leave that. See how that goes. Anyway, anything else I need? Oh, I need a yellow whites for the sky, for the light back here on the water there too. Yellow white. I got almost white. Take all my rest of my white. I just happen to have just a little yellow from that guy left over, which will probably be adequate to make that kind of yellow green. It comes really close to it. Just a little bit of phthalo green, alizarin over here. This from that sky. I'm just going to add just a touch of that to funky up this yellow. Ooh, doesn't take much to funky that up. Just to get it off yellow. Now it's just need a little bit more white, just a little bit more to go. Okay, that's it. There we go. All right, I'll go through the colors with you again. That's pretty much it. You guys been really good about not asking a lot of questions, so that's great. We'll start off with phthalo green and alizarin. We added white to it. We split the piles and added enough white to them to make them about a 7 value on here. Value of 7 on the sheet. So this is the green side. This is the red alizarin side coming down. Transparent oxide. Red oxide with blue or cobalt blue hue by Utrecht. We added that in here. So just those two colors. This is definitely on the transparent oxide side, so I didn't use too much blue in it. And then this is the blue side. And then I went on and said, okay, we need that. We need also some greens, versions of that, a little more greener. So we went with that Cad Red Light and Phthalo Green. A lot more red than the green. But they came out pretty good. I think a lot of times we end up using the mid-tone. Most of the mid-tone we used on some of these things. And then over here, we did a phthalo green and blue. This is on the green side, phthalo green side, and this is on the blue side coming down with white. We went a little higher here. We went to about a 5s on these guys because they're really not too many places it's going to hit. This color here, I'm finding could be really close to what I need underneath here for the snow. So going to be kind of funky. Maybe we'll see how it goes at the end. Maybe sometimes, just colors. Yeah, that looks like it's the right color, it matches it. But then when you get the other colors around it, maybe it's not. Anyway, so then I decided to do the yellows. We went with transparent oxide again with cad yellow. This is mostly on the oxide side, and then we add white to it. This is on the cad yellow side with transparent oxide, and this is on a little bit higher. I also took it a little higher over here. I took it up with just a lot more white. And then I just took a little scratching of this phthalo green and put it in there just for some of the light sky colors that are reflecting down on the pond in the back. Hopefully, it's enough. Then we made up some other snow colors, purples and grays, stuff you're going to find that's going to be kind of real complimentary for this farther back stuff and into the weeds and things. So we started off with just alizarin and blue, and took it to about a 3 value. This is the alizarin side. This is the blue side. This didn't go really quite that far. This stayed probably more around a 5. I just didn't see it going very much farther. Then we did phthalo green and alizarin. And phthalo green and alizarin, this is the alizarin side. And then I had just a little more alizarin to it, even a little bit more. And then came out a nice kind of a grayed out purple, which would be great for some of these shadow areas in here in the bottom of the snow and things. Over here is the green side of phthalo and alizarin. Kind of break down just a little bit on the green side. And then I've added some more green to it to get a little bit more on the green side for the ice and some of the other stuff, because sometimes you just got the edges of the ices are lighter and they're richer. They have a little more richness in color, where this is kind of grayed out. I might flip these two around. This would be in the middle of the ice, and then this would be on the outsides where it's a little cooler. Some of the places on that ice. This color here, I thought, well, maybe this will be the color for the snow. And it still might be. But I thought a little phthalo green and back here with the phthalo and blue here. So I mixed it together and put it there and said, maybe it'll be there, maybe it will not. Any questions? No questions. What is wrong with you folks? Everybody wants to get out of here early. No, it's not going to happen. You don't get out until we finish. This painting has to be finished today.
Oh boy.
So we'll see.
Keeping us too busy mixing.
Oh, come on. You're still mixing?
Yeah.
How can you be mixing at this stage? Come on, faster, faster. All right. Well, if you're still mixing, I'll give you a few minutes.
Oh, I'm pretty good. I just trying to get that exotic purple you got.
It is exotic. Oh, yes, there we go. My exotic purple, yes. That's an exotic purple. Now it's gone. Now you can't see it.
Yep. Now I'm on my own. Okay.
All right. I am going to tone this. I'm going to, looking at the tones going, if I did oxide red light oxide red and toned it. It wouldn't probably would work fine. Yeah, okay, let's go there. I'm gonna transparent. I was thinking transparent oxide too because, but I'm going. I got a lot of. It has a lot of greens already in it down here, kind of cool greens. And if I put yellow down there, I mean the oxide down there, I'm afraid it's just going to go green. Go to this other green I'll be fighting with for a while. So I'm jumping ahead and going with just. It could be Terra Rosa or Venetian. This color. Can be, could be, can be. Could. Nothing too crazy.
But it can also be transparent.
It can be it can be transparent, please. If you want to try it, that's fine.
Oh, is that the one though you thought wouldn't mix right?
Yeah.
Oh,
The one you put on, did you put that on?
yeah, I did.
Well, we'll find out, won't we?
No, I'm done.
No, we're gonna find out. No. I figured this color will not make my greens. They'll gray the greens out, but won't change them to yellow greens.
Okay.
And I know this color goes great with pretty much everything. So if you do have it, if you want to do it that way, switch back.
Yeah, I think I will. I'm playing it safe tonight.
Whoa, there you go. Play it safe. Yeah. So how's the weather up there in Wisconsin? You got any any
We had one, a little snow, but I think you guys got it too
that same one, huh?
3 weeks ago, or
Yeah.
nothing too much. Just kind of dark.
Okay. Yeah.
But that's November, right?
Just like that. This is when you got to be a snowbird, right?
Yep. Something bright.
Damn, we get out of here. What are we doing here? Right? What do we want to do here? All right. I'm just toning this in. Pushing my reds a little bit more. Okay. So just getting my zigzag here. My Z. See, just gonna go this a little bit higher. And the painting is done. My drawing is done for this painting. That's pretty much it. That's what I saw. This is what I saw. I saw the Z pattern. And I said, that's leaves so much. It's a fun little painting, but it's nothing too crazy. I said, this will make everybody happy for Thanksgiving. I know. Little things when I'm laying this out. It goes back to almost a point here, right in here. I'm going to move that over a little bit just to, in the painting a little bit so it's not too close to the edge. And then, so I'll put it right about here. Instead of going there, I'm going to move it over an inch. Won't affect the painting. Won't affect anything. This is the thing about landscapes is I usually don't. This is about as far as I draw them out. We don't have to draw them out too much, especially these ones. Boy, it's all loosey goosey. But if you want to draw it out, please take your time. I'm not going to do the ice. I'm not worried about the ice because we'll make the ice work. The ice will go in real natural on top of everything, so it's not like anything. So right here will be your right there. Will be our high key stuff coming in right in here. feeding back too. We've got all of our grasses. You see all these grasses in here already. So I'm just going to put them in a little darker with this oxide, light oxide now. Just a little bit, thinking about this, just this little teeny spot here. I love this spot right here where it's snow on top of it, and you can see the grass is coming through it, and coming through the snow here. So I like that. That's gonna be fun. So it's really kind of very abstract. I love the abstractness of this spot. The less I can do there, probably, the better. So that's why I just don't want. I'm going to put it in a little stronger with this red here I have. Take full advantage because I didn't use it anywhere else in the paint in my palette, so might as well use it here. And also look at it, reflective ice on the other side of this little ice thing right here coming down. It's that oxide red. It's really transparent oxide red, but I can get this red. I want to steal the coolness of this red here into that, and then come back with the warmth on top of it. Should be kind of neat. Should help it out. This is really not that cool of a red either, so it's not like lizard or anything. So you guys can see this all. We're all good. Mountain back there on the back edge right here. Just a little bit more, not so peakedy, right in the middle of the spot there. Okay, everything else, clouds up there. Fun. Fun. Got some nice things going on here design wise. Like we got the Z pattern, very easily the composition. Boom. Can't beat that. We push down these grasses here just enough to get that pattern going a little bit better, stronger. And then we'll reinforce everything a little bit. I could definitely take my time here and just get these dark spots here. Okay, I'm about ready to start it. So hopefully you guys caught up. Right? Okay. All right. So I'm going to start off with the phthalo green and alizarans. And I'm going to layer that green down here in this water area, the very front spot here. Going to do it just a little transparency, probably more transparent. So I'm going to put the green in front and the purple behind. So the green side of the color is going to come into these grasses here. And I'm just adding just enough oil to make it run. Not the paint run, but the brush be able to move through here really easy like that. So it thins out the color. You can start to get the coat, and then I can build it up a little bit. Okay, so all I have to do is go right to about a little bit over halfway with that green. Okay. Get it in this red too. Get it into this. Okay. Get it in the bottom a little bit. Oh. Just on the bottom, so it's So when the paint, when I put the next layer on over here, the lighter layer, I'm going to keep it a little dark. That way I have it a little darker at the bottom of the painting. So keeps everything moving up. Keep everything pushing inside a little bit. So that's that. That's that. Anything else here? If I can look through here. I think yeah, I'm gonna try and put a little bit of this uh right here in the middle of this pattern here, right up to where the light shifts, right about here, about 1/3 of the painting over. Just to get this green in here. Could have been the purple side too, probably might have been better. But get that in there, and then a few marks for the little darker trees that are going to go back there. Where something like that. Okay, leave that. I said I want to leave that. Okay. I'm just going to go to the purple side, or at least the alizarin side of that. So this phthalo green and alizarin. Just on the alizarin side. Again, I'm going to come back down in here. This is a little bit darker color, so it can go, on this stuff right in here. Start to get the attached where these grasses and stuff are going to hit. Now, there's a lot of neat colors in here already, greens and the other reds and stuff. So again, it's not a heavy brush. I'm not trying to be too thick with this. I'm trying to have looseness and unexpected uh, shifts in color, going across other colors. Uh, just kind of like what's happening with the grasses in that area. Having fun with it, not holding my brush too tight. Just knowing that there's going to be other colors coming in here. They're going to need some space here to get in here. So I'll fill it all in. Okay. Now I'll come back with some little bit of purple in the front edge of these things. Was gonna, I was thinking I was gonna tone this back in here too, a little gray purple too. So, but it's gonna go pretty light here. It looks like so. Anyway, and transparency is going for. Um, okay. Anything else? Boy, that looks nothing like this picture at all. I got the wrong one. I'm doing the wrong one. Not again. Uh-oh. Anyway. Just marking a few spots here for shadows. And just a little darkness back in here. Definitely, even with the shadows and stuff, really look for it jumping around a little bit, because you don't want to be too straight or too much of a line. Really look for it bouncing around, the bounce in it, so it doesn't run too fast. So even when we put in the tops of the trees, you're going to push them up and down a little bit higher, so you don't get them. Yeah, they're going to still create a line here on like that, but just no, shadow wise and stuff. You just wanted some zigzags to it to slow your eye down. Okay. Let's get rid of that a little bit more back in here. Okay. I can get everything in there, I think. All right. Hey, 2 colors done, just like that. Boom. We're going to be done early. At least I'll be done. I don't know what you guys. Uh, just going to go through the darks. We got some transparent oxide and blue here. This is really rich. This is a rich tone of oxide. See how rich that is? It's almost like almost burnt umberish, Yeah, why didn't you use burnt umber? I don't know. Just, going with the color it brought me, right? So transparent oxide and blue. He's going to reach higher. Start to get some of these tops of these trees, at least things here. I'm not going to get the tops of the trees right now because I got we have sky to put in. We don't want to paint around little too many things, right? Right? Damn right. Don't make me come over there. All right. Now I can just start putting in midtones into this midsection here of the things too. It's gonna, especially in the light areas, you can start to see right at the edges of the snow and where grasses meet. That little warmth, that little shot of dark, rich color. Used mostly in the sun. When you get over here, it's going to go to the other side. It's going to go with the green side. But it might be I'll put some of that down in here. So I'm going to try it down in here and mix it in with some of the purples and stuff I already put in. Especially into the weaves areas where you've got a little bit of nice overlap going. I'm just really trying to recreate that overlap. So with these guys, this is all before you even use white, which will make it a lot easier, but you're not going to get this, streakiness that's you got to have, which would be really good. Just believe me, that's what you want. Okay. That is the oxide side. What pretty quick. We brush a little bit and go to the blue side. Blue side definitely I know comes back in here in the shadow area. And as you can see, I'm just barely touching, just going over some purples that were in here, really getting another gray down lane, but it's really, really close to what I'm going to end up needing. Okay, this rate, I'm going to go to the thing here. And you can just see the difference between the richness and, the blue coming through a little bit on this side. Okay. Well, I'm not sure how much these next colors going to need to be done, but I made them. So we got phthalo green and a cad red. This is the red side. Might go more in this evergreen right here on the edge. It goes a little bit into that. Maybe I can get the green side a little bit. Yeah. Anyway. You can see a little, it's going to fit in this one area in here. And there's some of the mid darks and stuff, mostly farther back too. There you go. All right. I don't think I'm going to need both these colors. I don't think mine are a little too close together. Okay, I'm just going to leave that there. Not going anywhere here. It's not really adding a lot to here. But all right. Okay, now that's it. That is it. Now we're just going to go and paint this middle section here that we toned in with some blues and stuff just to get us going. So this is phthalo green and alizarin, basically on the green side with white to about a 7. Right about there. And I'm just going to bring it in close to this shape here. Not totally jump in here a little bit. Take it right up to it. Keep it really clean.
James, which color is that?
This is phthalo green and alizarin with
Okay.
white to about a 7.
Thank you.
7, okay, it's probably closer to an 8. 7, 8.
That was out of our first color batch, right?
Yeah, very first color batch.
Thank you.
Hurry up, catch up. Don't play around. I'm taking this all the way off over here. And then right behind it, I put that green in, putting in purple. Bringing it back in a little bit. So like the middle section here of the shape is phthalo green and alizarin. It's on the alizarin side. The blower part here is on the green side. But right here, we go on the purple side. And I'll just have to work them together a little bit in the middle. And then thin it out because it goes to a kind of a high key thing. But I'm going to take it up into these guys here a little bit. Why? Because that way I can start to at least get the ice going too. Can keep everything going, balancing out here. Might bring in just a little bit of in this area here, just a little bit of blue and phthalo into this right edge here. There's just a color change here.
So you're not even worried about that snow in the middle, huh?
What snow?
Well, that patch or the
Oh,
eye.
right. That's over here, right?
Yeah, on the right side.
Oh, you mean right here? That thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's ice. Totally different thing. Different beast.
Okay.
I see it as ice. No, I'm not worried. In fact, I want it like this. That way I can, when I put in the ice, I can keep making adjustments just by stroking it and dropping it in and out. It will just get darker and darker. So it's better to do it this way because it doesn't have to be exact of what's there. And well, so in fact, that's where we'll go right now. Let me rinse my brush out. Okay. So it'd be nice to just keep going back here too. But since you mentioned it, I might want to come back and just hit this a little bit stronger right here at the edge too. It didn't grab the way I thought it would. So this is going back with the oxide, just a little, or alizarin and phthalo green, a little bit stronger right at the bottom section here. I got to get that. Got to build the contrast up so this flattens out, or else it's not gonna flatten out. I don't really have any contrast in it yet either. So anyhow, okay. So let's see. We're gonna put that ice in. Let's put some ice in. Okay, I'm just gonna mark the spot. This is just basically is a triangle of ice that kind of comes in from here, comes down a little bit, and then shoots over to this corner, and this shoots into this, and the grass is there. So we got that one, and then there's this one too. Just gonna make sure it just got a little bit, it's not running parallel with that one too much. Cheat it. The same thing. And then there's one more piece of ice down in here, coming over. Just marking it. But go back and okay. All right. So I got it marked. This color, we mixed about it's again phthalo green. It's the phthalo green and alizarin, but on the phthalo green side. This is a little bit stronger. I'm going to try the stronger one. I added a little bit. This is like at number 4s. And so I'm going to try, just basically stroke it in here in a triangle and fill the shape up. Okay. and then just run. Okay.
What color was that?
I have no idea. Phthalo green and alizarin.
Oh,
And this is on the phthalo
same
green
color.
with
But
what? Yes.
looks a little more yellow or something, but it's just
No,
right?
no yellow. Just phthalo green,
Okay.
alizarin. That's it. That's all you get. Okay. So, and then, so that's the green. I put a little bit more green in it, that color. That's one of the section. And then this other green I have, it's just more grayed out. It's basically a little grayed out version. So it has just a little bit more purple in it, but it's a little, same thing. It's just a little cooler. And it just comes on the outsides of the shape mostly. I'll bring it back in, and then they just got to be softened together. At least that's my thinking. It just soften them together, and that should do it. Yeah, there's right in the middle section. There's a little reflection of the yellow. You're right. That's what you're talking about, but it's too soon.
Okay.
You put it in there, we'll make mud. You get chances of making mud early. So I just need a little bit more rich. I'm going to come back here to number 7 value of phthalo green and alizarin, but on the phthalo green side. Yeah, and just put it on here, this back edge here of this guy here. There's a reflection of grasses into this ice right in this back edge. And that is on the phthalo green side at number 7. Right there's number 7. When it goes too dark, just touch it one more time, it'll lighten it up. One more time, you get to push it, you can push it to the right value. And there you go. So that's that ice. Might just bring it out a little bit more. It needs to be a little richer right in there on the front edge. Really right there. Just maybe more green. Slightly too light. You know what it is? Let me try this. Yeah, it's just missing. It's the blue phthalo green and the blue mix, the one I was going to use down in here for the snow. We'll see. Don't want to ruin it. That could go definitely get in here too, in this ice here too. I'm trying to get this. Gonna need to get some richness right here at the tip of the ice too. Right in here on this side, coming back, this edge here going up, and then the back edge will just be fine to gray it out a little bit. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's, and then there's other snows and stuff back in here. But I'm going to keep going with that idea. Again, the phthalo green on this edge, heavily. And then the mid-tone version on this edge. That's a little, now it's, yeah, that's a little dark. Now I'll have to lighten back up. This one, I'm going to go more. Oh, I was looking at going a little more purple with it as I put it in here. Could go a little greener. So, again, green. But good if it wasn't too dark, too light. Coming back with the purple on top here. So it's doing on this top ice right here. Oh, see, it was just too dark in between these two purples. That there, because all right. I left this one a little light on purpose for you guys. I'm just gonna clean my brush and try to stroke this into that color. I left, base of this color going over the other color. That other color's still underneath there. So if I stroke this a few times, I should be able to, this shape, I should be able to push it right down. In here. No. Dropped it a little bit, but not enough. Cheated a little bit. A lot of cheating going on today. This guy down a little bit. Okay, definitely not going. So I'm going to come back with a mid-tone of phthalo green and alizarin, and just push it back in one more time, run it in. Like it's not a complicated shape, so. Drop that in just one more. All right. Ended up putting a little bit of purple into it just to get it to sit down a little bit. Now in the water. Now I got everything pretty much in, pretty dark. I'm just gonna get a few lines right around uh, the ice, little ripples right into it. So this is basically almost going into purple. So that's good. So this is on the green side of that. In there. Okay. While I'm here, I'm going to start working on this other patch of snow over here. It has a little warmth in it, but I want to see. I'm thinking might be more purple than anything else. Thinking purple green. Okay, well, once you know it. I'm bringing that up right to that reflection, that red, dark red reflection going on. This is again oh, it needs brown painters. Okay. This color here just is phthalo green and blue coming into these colors, and it's going to start to drift in these areas down in here a little bit. I'm going to start finding with patches of snow. This is on the green side. Then down in here. Let's see what it does. That's what I thought. I said, this is way too intense green down in here. It's going to need some blue grays to it. So it's not all intense. There we go. A little bit of both. A little bit of both going to be coming in here. So this is just phthalo green and on the green side, and the alizarin for this for the snow down here at the bottom, with patches of some of that phthalo green and blue mix into it, just to bring out some richness. To right about in here. And then I'm going to go a little bit more on the, as I fade back just a little bit from this corner here, I'm just going to go to a little bit more purple. I'm just going to look for the big shapes of snow, the little triangles of snow here. Trying to leave a little, as much as I can of the darks here. So there's only, comes only right about, comes through there at one spot. That snow does. And then it goes a little greener back in here. Yeah. Okay. Oh, just like that. You almost got a block in it. You just got a little bit too rich. Pale green back there. Okay. I'm gonna start the sky, just start putting in the clouds. So I have this purple on my brush. Let me see which. It's too dark. Oh, wow, I thought that was gonna be too light. It found out being too dark. Okay. So this is just alizarin and blue I'm using. Uh, high key, kind of. I was mixing it for the snow. At like a 3. But doesn't look like I'll be using it too much. Might be something I can find it for. The snow, it usually fits pretty well. I'm even going to paint that. Just put a little more. Let me try this. Paint that mountain back in here. Back in. I'm going pretty big back there. I think more of a pink anyway. More alizarin into it. All right. I'm into some of my higher key colors ready. I'm just going to finish putting in the sky here. Kind of a patch of phthalo blue. Just as you can see, just a value too dark. Add some white. Never have enough white out for winter scenes, I tell you. Okay. I'm just going to add just a little bit more white to my, where I can get a piece of that sky done. And then down around here, it gets really light anyway. So I'm just going to go too much farther with this because it's all going to be yellow. And the sky there after that. So green back in and like a few spots. This is the high key I was going to put in for this light down in here, but I have a little bit of blue still on my brush. So I'm going to do the sky first before I do this area down in here with this white, so I can get it in right nice and clean. keep it.
What color is that?
This is white and cad yellow, just a hair of phthalo green, uh, and blue sky. The blue sky up here, yeah, in it. And then I was just coming back, hitting a few spots here. But this color was made for this spot right here. So I'm going to put it in. Let's go right in here. I want to put it in really aggressive, like this, with some paint. At least that part. Hmm. Sorry, thinking to myself here, see if this works out. I got that bright sky, right? I'm wondering if this, and there's a brightness right here coming down. Right around this guy, just feels like it picked up a little more red than what I should have, don't have here. So, but I'm trying to get the value right. So I'll just finish it off. Yeah. Well, it might have some yellow in it. I'm going to mix some yellow white up and put a little purple into it. See if I can get this grayed out value in the water here, right in here, but it's just gotta, you know, that's close. It's a lot better than I thought it was. Value wise, this is like a 3, almost 3, maybe. We're starting off at a 3 and just see if we'll knock it down a little bit. Trying to get some paint on here, that's all. And then I'm gonna push it around and soften it up. Maybe I should put that Okay, gonna jump down. Let me see about this. This is the transparent oxide in yellow mix going in here. Figured it would gray out a little bit more. It's okay. Has a little bit of playroom. Get it right. Everything going right. What's it? I got that. I probably just basically if I go to a bristle brush now, I should be able to, you know, start to get some of this guy's back in here. And definitely don't want to over touch the middle of some of these sections in here. I want to leave a little bit of it really dark. But you want a couple things that kind of cut through it, but the majority of it you want to keep pretty dark. And then you know where it's going to go lighter. So they'll just go lighter, but what? And I should start bringing the sky in down a little bit too. I'll have to bring that in later. Shoot. A few of these the trees start to reach up here, a little bit into the sky a little bit. While I got that going, I'm gonna look down in here, this lower area here too, and start to get the grasses come back in, stretch them over. Try to do them with enough paint on my brush that I'll get a lot of nice releases, and I won't have to work too hard. So it looks like it didn't make a difference. It still kind of goes a little green no matter what happens here. Getting these colors in the direction of the grasses. then you're gonna want a few of these guys. Just make sure we can get at least crossover or something. Uh, you know, you get over here, you want to make sure you got this guy covered up a little bit. Anything else here? This is just with transparent oxide and yellow right now. I'm really goobering it on too, just not letting it come off a little bit funky. All right, good enough. All right, now I'm gonna have enough to do back in here on these grasses. Get them going at least, definitely at the base of the colors of the grasses. This color's definitely going to be in there, maybe up to the mid section. Like a nice light touch, you know. Going to catch a lot of, you know, shadows and stuff. These shadows back here should just naturally change the color naturally a little bit. Push down a little bit harder for places that are getting through the light. And that's all it should have to be. And everything else is just a simple, quick mix. Now I'm going into some purples back in here. If I do enough light enough touch with this kind of yellow, warm yellow here into some of these purples I laid down. I laid down a couple purples right back down in this area here. I just wanted to warm it up, warm up those purples, pieces of them. And that was going to be it. Might be able to warm up that mountain back there too. You know, do just that bottom part of that mountain. Maybe just a little bit of white added. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Just a little bit of white added, and you can just see this thing just take off when I get these start to put in this thing. That's like the color this has been missing. And I want to be a graphic with these things. I want nice, simple, clean brush strokes going in now. So this is basically just transparent oxide with yellow with white. And the value is again still around 4. Well, I'm going to start dragging things up a little bit with these colors. So I grab a little bit of the dark underneath and I can drag it up. And should get a nice mix here and there. I do it a little bit easier and not so aggressive. And then I'm going to come back again and hit it with some yellows. So there are a few spots here. This is not going to go in, but might end up being like the highlights in the shadow areas for sure. But I saw it coming back in here. It looks really, you put it in heavy right in here on the edge of this shore here. And then coming into some of this mid shadows here. That just starts to break up, just gets dots into it, and that's it. Like I said, just a couple of really good spots of paint. And it's not every tree gets this, it's just a few. If you do too many of them, it's going to flatten it out. Not going to feel very special, but it does get up here to this front one, right in here. This might be a really good color for trees in here. Just about the right value. Now, what you don't want to do is make the trunk, all the trunks or part. Most of these guys, you're going to get just pieces of the trunk. You know, if you get 3/4 of a trunk, that's a big one. Usually it's only, spot of a trunk you can see in here. So, okay, that's about it. All right, I'm going to bring it down now, and we're going to move it into this front area. See how this goes. That should start to be something. Again, I'm gonna drift it, grab it from top, and drag it down. On this one, I'm just gonna thinking, it's just gonna the paint's just gonna come off at the top area where I need it to be a little heavier, lighter too. So again, this is just transparent oxide in blue, or no, yellow. Sorry, yellow right now. This comes pretty close to the value I need, in fact, for most of the stuff. That's wrong. Totally wrong now. You can start to see it. Well, we're not even at the point to make adjustments. We're just really just finishing it. Well, it's blocked in. It was a quick block in, but Okay. I would say I'm about ready to go on to some of my lighter colors, a little bit brighter but back in here, I forgot to put in some of the snow underneath this in this area here. So I'm going to put it in with my knife. Going to be a little bit grayed out, but a little bit more on the going a little bit more on the purple side in here. I'm just going to make okay. Need to be a couple degrees darker. Too light. So I'm going to go to a 7. Which is a lot closer. A little bit in between green and purple. So most like a gray. The green's always going to come through a little bit. A little too purple. Let's go with the green. Top of it. I'm just using the bottom of my knife now. Just layering it in, and then when I get to the outside, I just scratch it in and let it come off. So I can just, it might go just a little darker right at the edges. Yeah. And I'm going with just a little bit of more purple right at the edge. Didn't get as dark as I thought it was going to get at the bottom either. I thought it was going to, this area here would be a little darker. So I'd have to come back in and brush it in a little, even this area out a little bit. Using my knife here a little bit too. Okay. Once again, phthalo green and alizarin at about a 7. This is on the green side again. Just using my knife to go around the edges of these ice guys here. Just to give them an edge. I gotta change this color now. I'll just do that real quick. Lighten that. That's too light, but I was hoping it was going to brush out. I'm just going to brush it down to about the right value. Color I had on here is still that transparent oxide and white mix. So now it's getting fed back into this water here. I went way too bright. And I'm going to push it back in. So this basically, I have these colors. I'm using those colors. I'm just on the bottom of my brush to just tone it back in, push it into place. Okay. Let's see how far I have to go with this color. This could go a little bit, just a hair too bright still. Push it back into place. Just a little bit too bright. Really thought it was brighter than that though. It's not that bright. Also touch of phthalo on my brush. Going in here too. Push it back in. All right. Yeah, since I mentioned something about this ice and stuff, how easy it is to do. Uh, yeah, of course it doesn't want to be. Come on, as easy as it usually does. Should have just dropped in there. Now it's all messed up. Okay. Adding just a little glow of transparent oxide, yellowish to some of these areas here, just because of the reflection of the trees and everything. That yellow's getting in here pretty good. Ooh, that's not yellow. Let me get that a little darker, so we'll back, see what colors I have to darken this area in. Deep red. This is transparent oxide and some of the oxide light oxide mix. Just a touch of blue in the color. So that's a mix I used. Just needed to get the red in this area here. And I'll look around and see where else it can go before I dispatch it with it. See a few spots here. I can start to draw out a few of these little spots here. Goes. Where I get to the lightest color. So yeah, that front area is starting to come alive. Almost there, really. I'm not going to do too much more to it. And drag it down. Grab the tips of these paints and just pull it down just with a little shakiness of the brush. That's better. That's better. I'm just going to run a line. Wow. Well, looks like purple going around this piece of ice here. I'm on to my, lightest color now, finally. Oh, my yellow, almost my yellow. It's my yellow and oxide, transparent oxide. But this is it, mostly yellow. Definitely little dots. I'm going to look through these grasses here. I'm going to start off with the dots and then connect them. I brush a little bit now and go back a little bit farther here. Going to be too big with the scratch it in. Good for some of these trunks too. Just a little bit of scratching. I can tell, you can tell this color here just is not right. Too yellow, too white, needs to come down to where this one is. Just yeah. I thought I put it in nicely though. I thought, the knife was a good idea to put it in, but just not strong. just a little too. So. Use a little bit of this light here in this paint, bringing it up back into the front edge here a little bit. But that's about it, right there. It doesn't get too much more. I have just a little bit too much paint on my brush. Yellows. Get that off where I can mix these two together a little bit better. And if you can find a way through these weeds, if you look through here, you're gonna find a few little teeny areas of that these guys can wiggle through this one area, so it's just a little get through there a little bit. Get the last here. That'll be it for now. A little bit better, Pete. A little bit better. And then I think really all the last little things to do is pretty much the highlight colors. Let's see if this is right. Guessing. Oh, close, so close, just a little brighter. Said no, it can't. It's gonna be too bright. This is just light oxide red and white. There you go. Just went a little bit too. You're only going to find it in little places in the sun. So I was looking at it way back in here, back edge of this whole thing here. I think it's going to be dark enough though. Get these couple little land masses back there. That should be it. Well, it should be, but it's not. You can find just little blues. Blue, green. This is space. Where am I? No, this is alizarin and blue. Just in this front area here. Gives it a little more color. Yeah. That's about it. I mean, the last little thing is always going to be putting in these um, sticks. But I usually, want to make sure everything's correct before I do that. But be able to put these in with probably some warmer reds, like, let me try this oxide red, cad red, and phthalo green. I'm going to put one across this thing and just put it in with my knife. Okay. So I'll be doing that and just going back in here, trying to get a little more light maybe in these. Couple of them. I just get a couple of those guys in and that's it. Yeah. And pull everything together a little bit and should be good. I'll bring you in. You can see the sky. The sky's a little bit better than what you can see there. It just has a few strokes. That's just a lot of that. That's the alizarin in blue mixes. Probably right around 3s and 4s. And then yellows and that blue coming through there. Yeah, I got to work on the trees a little bit more and work on the Z pattern a little bit better. But this low part I thought was starting to work out pretty good down in here. Just needs a few more individual scratches. Break up a few of these things that are just a little bit too heavy. But not bad. I mean, it's really just a knife grabbing a piece of it and sliding it through. That's about it. So let's see what you guys have been up to. You guys been paying attention, or you guys just go on your own and paint something else without me? So let's see who's up. Who's up for? Oh, Kathleen's up. Cheryl, Lisa. Okay. Char's right up there. Okay, Char's going first.
Okay,
Always-
let me get my light on. See.
Pumbaa.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
You, wow.
Okay, go away. Just go away. That was were you thinking? Okay. That's really great. It's fabulous. You're almost done, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty close. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that looking good. I would say one thing is the ice you got a little bit too many the gradations are kind of pillowing it up in the middle. So I would say you need to probably lose a little of the contrast in the middle of the ice. It's just
So here, so
Yeah.
what are you saying?
right in there, right in
Make
there.
it darker?
You could probably go darker, I think. Yeah, just pull the two together.
Just, so bring this darker down and then keep this just a little lighter than that? Is
Yeah,
that what you're saying? Okay.
that's what I think. Yeah, because
Yeah.
that helped a lot. It just kind of
Yeah.
pillows up. It kind of feels like
Yeah, now
it's
that you say
Rello
that.
instead of straight down. The other one's fine. The one right next to it's fine. That
Okay.
one just had a little of that going on. Yeah, and then watch the snow back there, right behind it. Just a touch, looks a little touch bright.
Right here?
Yeah,
Okay,
just tone it down a little bit, and everything else is looking great.
okay.
Really love the tree stand going down the back there and stuff. I think you did a better job. You really kind of worked that a lot nicer than it is. So congrats. Stuff. So good sky. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
got beauty. That's really some beautiful, good stuff going on in there.
Nice colors too.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not good at landscapes, but I just thought at first I wasn't too excited about this, but I thought, come on, jump in, do it.
Yeah.
Get it done.
Yeah. Get your feet wet. Get your feet wet. You find out you're one of the best landscape artists out there and you just never wanted to do it. It's a nice, easy, kind of nice one to before Thanksgiving. So you don't have to, think too much about it, paint the water wedding. And
Yeah.
I know you guys do nothing but think about painting 24/7, right? Okay.
Well, I'm the Monday after Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
I'm going to be out of town, so
Okay.
I'll miss that one. So
Nope.
I won't be here.
That is no problem.
Yeah, we have
Going to
one-
Africa? You going to Africa?
No, Brad and I haven't had a vacation. Of course, I got to go to Italy, but we're gonna go with another couple down to Florida for a week and get away
Nice.
from the cold. So
Yeah, they're nice.
now is next week the last class, or do we have one
I
more?
am not sure
Okay,
if there'll be one more or not. I got to look and see because I do have a workshop over here in LaGrange
okay.
right after it, so it backs up right next to it. So I think that's on the 13th. So as we go to like the 6th or something.
The 6th is a Saturday. Are the Saturday
Okay.
people behind us or ahead of us?
Oh, probably. You guys are probably the 8th. You guys probably go to the 8th or something like that then.
Okay.
I've
Okay.
got 2 more on my calendar.
2 more. Okay. That would be 2. Okay. 2 more to think out. Nothing but the easy ones for you guys, right? You guys don't want to do any more hard ones. Okay, we're going to go to here, Kathleen. And then Cheryl and Lisa.
Just
Turn
left in my-
your stuff on, girls. Uh-oh, she's flipping around. She's proud of this. Oh, shit.
No, it's pretty rough.
What
yeah.
the hell were you thinking?
That's nice.
Wow, that's gorgeous.
You think so?
Oh, yeah. I love the way it's laying out. Oh, man, that's just gorgeous. That's
Well,
really
thank
laid out
you.
beautiful. Nice
It-
job. Thicks and thins. Good stuff. Slight glare by there, but it looked like it was going
Yeah,
nice work.
sorry.
Okay,
Here,
you
let
take it
me,
easy on that. You know, you
If
got some
that's
nice, you got some nice clean areas there in the front and stuff. Beautiful air, beautiful clean areas. Don't mess with it too much. You're done. The back,
okay.
going into the back, yeah,
Well,
you
it's
got that.
clean because I haven't gotten to it much.
Leave it. You just need to get that inside grass a little, or the snow on the inside little piece. But
Yeah.
don't. You want to make that delicate. You don't want to put too much in
work.
there. Too
Okay.
much in there. Everything else is
All right. I'll try.
beautifully
to.
painted so far. And then that one back area there, then you can do your Kathleen stuff on back behind that one little space back there with the
Where it's-
white
Where
cool
it's real
reflection.
white.
Yeah, the white reflection. Yeah, that thing.
Okay.
You get to do Kathleen there.
I can
And
fiddle part around with that.
Yeah, you can fart with that area as much as you want. The rest you got to leave alone.
Okay.
Pretty much. I mean, yeah, you got to take up
Add details.
scratch up some trees and stuff like that, but just a couple, and don't do too many. Don't do too many. Just
All right.
leave some.
All right. I'll try to
Everything else is
refrain.
gorgeous. Don't overpaint.
Okay.
Don't overpaint.
All right. I know.
Fabulous. Really good. Wow.
Well, thank you.
Colors look great. Wow.
Well, I'm just
Yeah,
trying
I
to
know.
copy what
I
you're
know.
doing.
I know. But you
Well,
put them in
thanks.
night. You put them in right.
Okay. Well, that's good to hear, and I'll try not to overdo.
Yeah. Take
All
it
right.
easy. Relax. Be lazy.
Okay.
Okay, Lisa. See how lazy is Lisa?
Hi,
these days?
Lisa.
Oh man.
How was the Northwest?
Oh my gosh, it's beautiful. It was so beautiful.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Yep. I am way behind.
Oh boy, she's been
That's
off. She's off vacationing yet in her brain. Oh no. Colors look like they're in the right spots so far. Good. There was a lot, details. There are details if you want to get into them. That's
Oh, yeah.
that's the kind of good thing about this this shot, because you could do it a couple different ways and it'll still turn out to be a nice painting.
Can we talk about that ice?
Okay, yeah, sure.
On my monitor, it looks, especially the back edge of, oh darn it.
Back
The
there,
back
yeah.
edge of this
Yeah.
looks darker. And then the front edge looks lighter than the water. Is that how you're painting it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I got to work on that.
It's a cooler edge. It's a cooler edge in front to it.
Okay.
So, yeah, and it was just those colors you have there. Basically, I ended up using the set number 7 of the phthalo green and alizarin mix
Okay.
back into that. Just using the white that's already there and just darkening it up. I missed it too. I missed it myself the first go around pushing it in there.
Okay.
So it did
I've
need to
got a
go.
lot of work to do.
Yeah, you were really slow today. I don't know. You know,
I love your trees in the back, Lisa.
that's fun, isn't
Thank
it?
you.
Yeah, they're gorgeous.
She works backwards and comes up forwards. She got the sky done and she got everything. She's gonna have so much fun putting in every grass.
I am. That's
I know.
true.
That's great stuff for you. This is right down the middle. Congrats. It's a
All
good
right.
start. It's a really great start, girl.
Thank you.
Just giving you crap.
Try not to screw it up.
Yeah, don't screw it up. Yeah. Okay. Cheryl, what are you gonna do? You gonna show or talk? What are you gonna do, girl?
I'm gonna talk because I didn't paint. I was watching you and I'm gonna paint tomorrow.
Okay. Well, you can't get any better than just watching me. Congrats. With that.
Well, I was trying to pick your style up.
Oh, my style is just all over the place. That's what my style is.
I like it.
Yeah. It's just trying to get a big brush in a small hole. That's all it is.
I cannot find that brush you have.
Oh, I just bought a bunch of them at that one.
Oh, the
place.
purple handled.
Well, they have purple handles. They come in a couple different handles here. Now, let me see.
Your big fat brush that you use.
Yeah, they come in handles like this. You have the blue one, you got the purple one with the white, and you got a green one. They're
What's
all
the brand?
Brushes?
they're just things. The brand is really Royal Langnickel, but it's by it's their Crafter's Choice variety.
Okay.
Jumbo brushes. I'll send you a link.
Awesome.
Did you
Thank
go to their website, James?
I go to this American brush company,
Okay.
and they are the cheapest. They are like just like $12 for three brushes.
Thank you.
Yeah, anything to help. That's
We're gonna
that's
buy stock in it, so when you're really famous, it'll be valuable.
He uses this
Yeah.
stupid brush. Oh my god, it's the stupidest brush in the world. But it just happens to just do some great little things, that just go
Are
with
you-
everything else.
Are you still able to get the spatulas at the dollar store? Because I can't find them anymore.
I see them all over the place here. We're down here.
Oh, I'm gonna have to check it out when I go to your workshop.
Yeah, I'll get you one. I'll give you a new one.
Oh, you're nice.
I mean, they are just it's fun. I kind of give them out. I gave them out in booth when I was down there.
Well, I used to find them around here. Now I can't. I don't
Well,
know. And I've went to several different dollar stores, but
you,
they
Yeah, I
just banned it from us.
you got to go down when you down in Beloit. When you go down there, you can check it out. We got to go to the
Right.
store.
I'll check Beloit out too.
Okay.
Must be an Illinois thing, huh?
You never know. If you want me, give me a list and I'll pick you up some.
Oh, you're nice.
Yeah.
I'll pay you for them, but
Oh yeah, hell yes.
because I
Licenses,
know,
they're
but I got a whole bunch and I managed to lose them, and I don't know how I do that, but probably need to clean around here.
how can you lose those things?
I don't know. That's what I can't figure out.
Hey, I can't find mine. It's gone. Hey. Anyway. Well, it's fun. All right, what's going on now left? Yeah, like you said, 2 classes left. Next week, where you guys want to paint next week. It's going to be, well, we got plenty. It'll be plenty of time after Thanksgiving. So Char's not going to be here, so we should paint something really, really good. Okay, something like we'll paint one of her water buffaloes. She has some beautiful shots from Africa and stuff. So no, we'll find something to paint. I just wanted to, see if you guys had anything right up. Yeah.
I can't think of anything offhand. It's always nice to have a surprise.
Yeah, I know. yeah. Well, we'll see. Let me look and see what comes up then.
Well, please share the link for this so I can watch along again.
I tell you, it's all the brush. It's nothing about me. It's the brush. You got to pick out which brush you really like. Is it pink or is it the purple? Is it the green handled or the blue handled? Which one works for you best? And that's all it is. There you are, Cheryl. That's it.
Thank you. Need to
All
play.
right. Oh boy. Okay, guys.
Have a great Thanksgiving.
Hey, yeah. Have a great Thanksgiving,
Happy
everybody.
Thanksgiving.
You
Yeah.
guys too.
All
Hey,
right.
Hey, Jim,
Yes, ma'am.
when you guys were in France, you were around the lavender fields, right?
Right.
Well, I have a shot that, I have several shots that I may send you a few.
Sure.
I was in Wisconsin and
Oh, Wisconsin lavender is the best.
yeah, but
Put
the
it in the beer.
lavender, we were a couple weeks too late, and so it was kind of, it was really
Petered out. Yeah.
dark and petered out. But the day we were at this lavender field, it almost looked like someone had hired. There was this young girl with this braid and this frilly dress, and she had these 2 little blonde hair girls running around through these lavender fields, and the lavender is like lousy, but it's almost like you hired these models to run to be photographed. And I got some photographs of them, and I didn't know if you could help me like somehow we could stick them in a good lavender field. But there's places where she's standing up and she's got lavender in her hand, and she's bending over picking it up. But there's several shots, and I think it could make a kind of a neat painting, but it needs good lavender.
Oh yeah. Well, those things, that's gold. That's kind of
Yeah.
stuff that you can get, that's, you can do, makes, you should be able to make a painting out of that pretty easy. Yeah. Yeah. The lavender is pretty simple. I mean, the lavender we had in near where we were was not the kind that flowers, not the real flowering stuff. It's more used for medicine and stuff.
Oh,
So it's
okay.
not a huge bloom on it. And, so it's a little, not quite as great, but
It
it's
was
a lavender
organic
field.
farm too, so they let weeds grow within it.
Yeah. Damn it. But, it's okay.
Well, I've got several shots on my card, and I really haven't had much time to go through them, but I'll try to go through them and maybe send you a couple, and maybe we can, work with them a little bit, and maybe with your Photoshop skills, we can purple up the lavender and make a cute painting out of it or
Oh, sure.
whatever. So, yeah, it was like, I'm like, did someone hire this girl to dress old fashioned like that? And like I say, she had this long, blonde braid and these two little blonde girls. And I'm like, this is like Hallmark,
You never know. I mean, yeah, that'd be fun to paint. I mean, those things, it's a really great change of pace for me to paint people. Painting dogs all the time, and then you paint people. They're just it kind of rounds you out a little bit. So,
well, I'm not a big fan of painting people, but I just think, this is just, it's kind of unusual, and somebody, someone might like that type of a painting, I mean, Nancy Noel made a fortune off of painting, Amish and little girls and that kind of stuff,
There you
I
go.
don't really want to do it, but I mean, I'd like to do that painting, but
I'll
it's
take
not.
the money, but I don't really want to do it.
Well, no, I mean, I'd like to paint it, but I don't want to be a people painter. Yeah, no.
Okay.
It just every once in a while there's something that kind of grabs me, and that I just thought that's kind of cool. So I'll try to sort through them and send you some different poses and stuff and see what you think. I mean, you may say, nah,
You never know. You never
Yeah.
know. And if I think it's going to be take too long or something for what we got going with a week left, maybe I can make it a 2-week one in the winter too. So
Well,
we'll make it work.
Yeah, I think, you could almost do it kind of like we did the guy and the dog, a landscape with, with these
Okay.
little people in it or something like that. Not so much a portrait, but a kind of a scene type of
Yeah.
thing.
I like that. Keep it loose.
Yeah.
And, okay.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Okay. Well, have a nice Thanksgiving.
All right. I will. You guys too. Thank you very much for joining.
Thanks.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Bye.
All right.
Happy
Bye.
Thanksgiving.
Happy.
Bye.
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 Gobble gobble.